Hey guys, I'm here to do a book haul for you guys. Basically I went to the library today and they had a couple of shelves where they were doing books for either 60 cents per book or you could fill a bag of books for $5. And I chose the $5 option because there were a few I wanted to pick up. I picked up 11. He said I could have easily put more in the bag, but I want to leave some for some other people, and I have a lot of books already, so it was a pretty heavy bag. So I'm going to show you those, and I will show you the books that I got in the mail as well. So I'll show you those ones first. I picked up, I got this from Book Depository. I got Endlessly by Kirsten White, and I've been waiting for this one for a while. So now I can read Supernaturally and Paranormalcy. The quality is not the best, especially considering this is like a pre-ordered book. But I think it's been sitting in the warehouse for some time, so. But it's so beautiful, it's so pretty. I would love to get the hardback copies of these books. And then I won a contest off Goodreads for A Season of Transformation by Jane Fordham, which was really quite surprising because I had a package on my door and it had Blair Mirth on it, and usually I post things to my name, Tennille. That's my name. And so when it was Blair Mirth, I'm like, okay, yeah. I didn't order anything. And then when I opened it, I was so happy. I was like, oh yay, I won something. It's so exciting. And really, really, really happy to get this book from Jane. And I'll read you the back of it. It says, A Season of Transformation is a young adult fantasy romance novel set in the contemporary world. It is the story of 5 young people drawn together to complete a quest to protect their town from destruction. In order to defeat the story's villain, Maxwell, the 5 virtual strangers must come together not only to forge a bond of trust but become proficient with the abilities temporarily bestowed upon them. In the midst of the lead up to the battle, each of the young people has their own personal struggles they are trying to deal with. Lucas, an adopted and bitter teenager, struggles to become the person he wants to be, whilst developing feelings for McKenna, a rich kid who doesn't like his attitude. Bonnie is a gothic that is dealing with an alcoholic father. Ben, the school nerd, and Adam, the class clown, are trying to break free from their high school stereotypes. Can these 5 teens put their differences aside to defeat Maxwell and save their town? It says here, Jane Fordham is a psychologist and freelance writer. A Season of Transformation is her first novel. Jane resides in southwest Sydney with her boyfriend and lovable Cocker Spaniel Buddy. And looking at that book, it has no thoughts of destruction or the world ending or anything like that. It's actually quite pretty. I like it. I think it's pretty. I don't think there's a picture of her, and I think it's self-published. I believe it is because it's set up like that. But I'm very, very grateful and happy to have it in my collection. And these are the books I got from the library, so I'm just going to try and go through them, not tell you too much about them unless they have some significance. The first one I got is Seducing Mr. Darcy by Gwen Creedy. I actually had this book a long time ago and I think I got rid of it. Mainly because I didn't think I was going to get around to it, but right now I have read one Pride and Prejudice rewrite, or whatever you want to call them, and I'm halfway through Prom and Prejudice, and I'm actually really enjoying the retellings, so I'm quite happy to pick up this one, and it's obviously a Pride and Prejudice inspired story, so I picked up that one. Then I picked up the Hope to Die by Lawrence Block, a Matt Sauder novel. I didn't really research these books. I just picked them up because they were 50 cents each, so it wasn't too bad. And most of these books are crime sort of related books, so I picked up that one. I picked up John Connolly, The Unquiet. And I've heard a lot about his writing style, and I seem to like Irish writers a lot, so I decided to pick up this one. It is a hefty book, but it sounds really, really interesting. I'll just read you the blurb of this one. It says, Daniel Clay, a once respected psychiatrist, has been missing for years following revelations about harm done to the children in his care. Believing him dead, his daughter Rebecca has tried to come to terms with her father's legacy, but her fragile peace is about to be shattered. Someone is asking questions about Daniel Clay, someone who does not believe that he is dead. The Revenger Merrick, a father and a killer obsessed with discovering the truth about his own daughter's disappearance. Private Detective Charlie Parker is hired to make Merrick go away, but Merrick will not be stopped. Soon Parker finds himself trapped between those who want the truth about Daniel Clay to be revealed and those who want to remain hidden at all costs. But there are other forces at work. Someone is funding Merrick's hunt. A ghost from Parker's past, and Merrick's actions have drawn others from the shadows, half-glimpsed figures intent upon their own form of revenge, power race, drifting through the ranks of the unquiet dead. The Hollow Men have come. And I don't think this is part of the series or anything. I think he writes books just like, willy-nilly, standalone. But I love those kind of books. So I'm really happy to have one of his books. I also have another one in my pile. Then I got a Jeffrey Deaver book. Deaver? Yeah, Deaver. Catherine Dance is Walking a Lie Detector. This one's called Roadside Crosses. Looks interesting. A lot of these are a bit flimsy and torn and stuff, but 50 cents. Who can complain when I haven't really got much? Then I picked up some chick lit type books. I got Dancing Backwards in High Heels by Christine Darkus. And I love it when books have reading notes in the back. I think it's awesome. I like discussion topics and videos like that. But this one sounds pretty good. And I like the cover. It's really pretty. I'm a sucker for covers with jewelry on it like that. So, then I got Vintage Alice by Jessica Adams. And this sounds very familiar. I don't know if maybe they're doing a reinvention of this book, but it sounds very, very familiar. But I thought it was cute chick lit book to read. Then I picked up The Wedding Officer by Anthony Capella, and it says, a fantastic story you can almost taste the wonderful Italian food by Jamie Oliver. So obviously Jamie Oliver has read this book, but I love the cover. I think it's so beautiful. So simplistic, yet the colours and the patterns and the back is just... I also have a thing for food on the covers. So, and I believe this is a historical novel as well. So, awesome sauce. Then this one is one that I actually added to my books I want to buy list a couple of weeks ago. And I've been meaning to pick it up when I had some money, and I saw this today, but I wasn't quite sure if it was the right one. But luckily, someone is watching out for me, and I picked it up for 50 cents. So this is Harlan Coben Court. And I'd just been looking at some reviews after reading some of the Chelsea Cain books, and I just went to Google search and looked up some pictures and things like that, and just looked around for some books that, in the same sort of mindset. And Harlan Coben came up, so this will be my first book to try. But I'm really happy that I got this, and I don't have to pay full price for it now because I've got it anyway. I picked up a Maeve Binchy quick reads. This one's called Star Sullivan, and I thought this would be really, really good to take on the train or the bus with me to TAFE because, yeah, it's so short. I could probably finish it in 2 days going back and forth, and it would be a good read. So, and it's old, but I don't care. And lastly, I have had this book on my wish list for a while, a long while, but I couldn't remember what it was about, but I knew that it was on my list. So this is The Library of Shadows by Mikkel I can't really pronounce his name. And it says here, imagine that some people have the power to affect your thoughts and feelings when you read, or they read a book to you. They can seduce you with amazing stories, conjure up vividly imagined worlds, but also manipulate you into thinking exactly what they want you to. The Library of Shadows. And it's a thriller of intrigue, conspiracy, and the extraordinary power of reading. So, and much like Jen over at Pebbles, can't remember the last numbers. I'm so sorry, Jen. I'm terrible with names, but if you guys know Jen, she loves books about books, and I'm right there with you. I do love books about books too. So, awesome sauce. So those are the books that I picked up from the library sale. And they're all going on my shelf. I have been doing some shelf fixing around, like swapping things around, and I'm almost done setting up my room, and then I'm going to be doing a book tour, hopefully sometime in August. And I suppose I can show you that I picked up a copy of Pride and Prejudice from the library, because every store I have been to has had every Jane Austen book except Pride and Prejudice. It was pissing me off so bad. So I'm like, you know what, I'm just going to bite the bullet and pick it up from the library and see if I like it or not. That way, yeah. And I think if I do get the book, I'll probably get this one because it's so pretty. And then the inside's like that. It's so girly. It's so me. And I think that's beautiful. And then I picked up some movies. Oops. So that is me for this video, and yeah, so sorry guys, I'm still all over the place. Hopefully soon I will be getting some software that, or I'll be using some software that can help me edit my videos and make them a little bit more fun and quirky. I'm hoping that will happen probably within the next week or two. I just got to get my partner to show me how to use it as well. And then, yeah, so I'll be doing some different things with my video editing software and stuff like that. So, that's me. Sorry I'm so dopey. I also actually have a upper respiratory infection right now. It's all in my ears and in my throat and all that sort of stuff right now. So, I'm pretty tired. But these are the books right there. And this is my sexy craft room. And yeah, so I will talk to you guys later. Bye.